Hello friends, it is Tuesday morning and we are trying out a new segment on Tuesdays that's going to be called Tested Tuesday. So I'm excited to take you guys along with this new journey. Basically, it's going to be like a less edited, less filtered version of my videos, but also it's going to be testing something new. As Moose is walking around. It's going to be testing something new, and this week is going to be finishing up a last minute Mother's Day custom. So let's jump into it. Okay, so for the computer work, I felt like this was just a little serendipitous because this has been something I've wanted to try for a while, which is birth month flower signs. And I wanted to take the time to like hand draw my own versions of these, which did take a little bit more time, but now I have 2 of the 12 months already drawn out. So I'm excited to hopefully expand this and make this like an official thing, but that's what Testing Tuesday is for. We're gonna see how they turn out. So basically, I got the request for the Mother's Day sign and he asked, do I have any ideas? And I said I would love to do a birth flower sign. So we have June here, which is the rose, and daffodil, which is March. So I did take the names out just for privacy purposes, but each of the child's names and birth dates will then be in a little wooden plaque there at the bottom, which is going to be engraved. So I think having the engraved piece is going to help just kind of break up the white background a little bit, not be your basic like white background with a 3D black piece on it that you could get really anywhere. And this is really going to help make it custom and make it even more special. So I'm excited to test this out. I have the backers already cut and I purposely sized this to a backer I already had downstairs just to save me some headache and save some time since this is a super rushed custom. But we did get the drawings done and they are ready to test on our Aeon laser. So let's go downstairs and test it out. All right, so we are starting with the cutting of the florals. So I am gonna send that over to the laser now. I'll show you it in Lightburn and we'll see how they turn out. All right, so here are the files in Lightburn. So I always like to see size, and it looks like this is gonna be, we'll say 9 by 9 just to give me enough space. I'm gonna cut it on 1/4 inch MDF and we'll see how they turn out. Actually, I think I'm gonna go into Lightburn and readjust this because I have some scraps that I could probably fit a flower and a flower. So I'm gonna try that and see what it looks like. Is now measuring, we're gonna say 5 inches wide. And that's not gonna be wide enough. Cool. All right, could I just do 1? Okay, so I think I can do the rose on just the top. So we're gonna just test cut it and see if it fits and go from there. Auto-focusing, love that feature. All right, I'm dumb and I had my origin set wrong. So we're gonna try it again. See if this makes sense. Close. I'm gonna maybe just push the origin a little bit. All right, let's try it again. Oh, that looks like it's gonna fit. Okay, let's do it. And start. Alright, we'll see what she looks like when it's done cutting. right, the test seems like it came out really good. The only thing I never know is like when I'm drawing it on the iPad, is it going to be thick enough? Oh, and it's hard for you guys to see it that way. Let me turn it around so you can see it better. And I'm going to close the laser too, so you don't hear the fan like my mistake last time. So here's what it looks like straight off the laser. Like I said, I think it's definitely thick enough. I get worried that sometimes if I don't draw it thick enough, it won't cut correctly. But I think all the pieces turned out really nice, like not too thick, not too thin where I feel like it's gonna break. Maybe these are a little questionable, to be honest. But everything else looks really, really nice. So if that was connected, I would feel better. So I might update the file to connect it, but I think for a first trial, it turned out really nice. All right, let's cut the daffodil and see how that turns out. The daffodil will have some extra pieces, and yeah, I'm definitely gonna attach that. I think it's fine for this project, but for future use, I'm going to just attach that because you can see these ones are attached and like they're not moving at all. So, yay! Love when it turns out how I planned it. Said this, but again, daffodil turned out great. So it does have two little pieces that weren't attached, which again, if I were to remake this or fix this, I may attach it. In the image of a daffodil I was looking at, it had that like trumpet in the center, which obviously they do, but those little pieces just could probably very easily get lost. So I probably could draw it in a way where it's attached some way. But again, for this piece, I think it's gonna work. And with the rose, this is what it's gonna look like together, and then the name badges. So we can see it's already quickly coming together, which is super exciting. To put this in the drying room. I'll probably sand it because there are some places I don't like where the paint lifted, just to smooth it out, and then we'll do another coat. Little update, so the tags turned out awesome. I did sand them. Again, I'm not going to show you the full thing, just it has their name and like their full birthday on it. I just don't want to do that to the customer for privacy reasons, but they turned out great. So I'm super excited to see everything come together. It turned out so good. I'm gonna again cover the names just for privacy, but I think it turned out really sweet. So just imagine names here and these little badges, but I'm gonna frame it up and then I'll show you guys the finished product. I'm gonna show it and hopefully just be able to blur these out. If not, I have the other clip. But I think this turned out amazing, and I hope that I can find a way soon to finish the other florals and get this on my website as a made-to-order option. So that's it for today's test product, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!